Hi, everybody. I'm with my newfound friends. This is Alex Carlier, and this is his wife, Katie. And yesterday I just spent an amazing day. Alex and I have been in touch for 7 years, almost. And you wrote me first when you were in Fort Campbell,
Yeah,
and you started a Socrates Cafe there.
that's right.
And then, when you were stationed in Iraq, deployed to Iraq,
hmm
you held these incredible dialogues. And then all of a sudden, here I am. He invited me to come to the U.S. European Command in Stuttgart and I held an intensive series of gatherings yesterday that meant so much to me, and I'm just so grateful to you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for you and your work. I remember coming across your book. I was still in high school at the time that I read Socrates Cafe, but the idea was so appealing to me of authentic dialogue with connecting people to people, and in such a compassionate way. And so, wanting to continue that in like my own subculture within the military, within the company, meeting with the lieutenants and non-commissioned officers, we would discuss different terms that we wanted to know more about or explore. Words that I think C.S. Lewis wrote about this, but words can be overused to the point that they lose their meaning, and said we have to be deliberate about not letting that happen. So we use Socrates Cafe to do that with each other, and it was just a really good experience for us. So that was great.
On readiness,
On resilience.
and
And then one of the lieutenants one week asked the question, this was in Iraq, are we stormtroopers in the desert? And I think
what year is this?
this was in 2016 at that point.
2016.
And what's so great about that question as we explored it, not that anything's definitive in a conclusion at the end of a discussion like that, but we all were satisfied with the fact that soldiers and non-commissioned officers of an empire probably wouldn't be gathered around a table discussing whether or not they were lieutenants of an empire.
Right, highly improbable.
Yeah, so we were happy to at least be having that discourse together, and
So
I think
cool.
there's a lot of power in that.
And then the next year you went to Fort Campbell then, because then you wrote to me and you wrote this glowing note about, how I think you understood better than I did just about the role that this kind of Socrates Cafe-type inquiry can play in a democratic society.
That's right.
And it really is, and I said, I gotta get in touch with this guy right away. And we've been in touch one
Ever
another.
since.
How did the Socrates Cafe go there? Was it pretty meaningful?
It was great. We continued it at Fort Campbell, and just meeting every Friday. We got together and continued that tradition. And it's been something that I've looked forward to and enjoyed participating in ever since.
And so when I got your message last September about possibly coming to where you've been in Tbilisi, and you've been all over the map, and you speak all these languages. It's just incredible. And then from here you're going elsewhere. So I'm glad we finally got to
Me too.
connect in person. Tell me
Yeah.
about yesterday. And Katie, the dialogue that you took part in, she brings out the best in people. It was like, it just got this question in me. I asked, what's the role of questions in your life? And it led to some really intensive, beautiful sharing. But I thought it was a great way to end the day. But tell me, walk us through yesterday. What do you think?
Yesterday was great because we're a big unit, and we were trying to figure out a way to have more intimate conversation. So thank you for being open to doing several workshops throughout the day. It was exhausting, I'm sure.
No, I live for it.
Yeah.
I do. I love it so much.
But it allowed participation, and I felt that we had that with each session. And what was also unique is each, starting with the question of what are the right questions. We are constantly focused on what's next and strategy and reevaluating what's going on,
Right.
you know, from a security perspective,
Right.
like professionally. But what I saw is in the professional workshops, personal examples came up, and in the personal workshops, people thought of professional applications. So philosophic inquiry is applicable across,
Right.
like,
So I was able to
everything.
sort of get a lot of that out. And tell us
Yeah.
about our special guest.
Ruby Doo.
Hey, Ruby Doo. And where are we, by the way?
This is Schloss Solitude.
And we're in Baden-Württemberg and Stuttgart, Germany.
Wow. And so, and Katie, what did you think about yesterday when you took part?
I loved it. I love any event that fosters curiosity and that encourages, it's like almost people to pause and to hear in order to continue the conversation. And I feel like I've witnessed that a lot in what, because I learned about it through Alex, that our conversations can be more meaningful because we're pausing to listen before we're getting to a target. So I really enjoy it.
I mean, you know, everyday conversations are great. Strategic planning, things are great. But every once in a while, it's good to sort of get a little deep. And it's amazing. You can dig deep in a really sort of brief, intensive period of time. But I'm just so grateful to you for giving me this chance. I live for these, and it's and I look forward to the next time already.
Us
that
too.
We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.